Hey folks, this is Tough Crowd, the show that will end all world problems or die trying. Now, a lot of black people I know say whites are racist. Really? Is that why we try to walk, talk, and act like you? It's just the opposite. All most whites want is to be told they're cool by a black person before they die. You see a white guy in a good mood, what's up? Black dude said I was just like a brother. Hey, congratulations. I can't wait till I get certified. It's going to be on your job application soon. You'll be like, well, sorry, black dude said you were cool, it says here. Is that true? Yeah, it was 3-on-3. He said I played like a brother. Oh. Can I call him to verify this? No, this phone shut off, actually. But I ask you, why is it uncool to be white? I've actually heard many times in the past 10 years white kids come up to me and talk badly about somebody and describe him as a real white guy. Really white. You know, this is from other white people, self-hating whites. When did white become a derogatory term used by white people to describe other white people? Nick, why is it so uncool to be white?
Because Suge Knight says so. Who's going to argue with him? I'll tell you when it became uncool to be white. Since that got nothing. Jesus Christ.
Have a sip of time.
Shut up, dude. You look like a burnt biscuit. Now look. What did I say? Come on, don't touch me, will you? This ain't prison.
Yo, uncool.
You know when it became uncool to be white? After all these Super Bowl parades, when the black, athletes make the white dorky guy dance, we don't make the black athlete read his contract out loud, right? You know what I'm saying? That's when it became uncool.
No, it became uncool when you wear these pants that fit exactly how they're supposed to. Tight around the ankle, stains on them is fantastic. Let me tell you something. Here's why white people are uncool. They try to be black, but they still try to have white style. Like, look at Colin's dread, this corduroy. It's pure trying to be black, but trying to keep a whiteness to it. But it fits exactly. Do you see how black people's clothes, they kind of fit? Now stand up for a second, Greg. Just stand 1 second. You see how Greg's pants fit?
He's
yeah. That's why they don't make it.
By the way,
applause for the black guy.
That's right, yeah. Racist.
Yeah.
Chicken.
By the way, Patrice, it's good to see you've learned to talk without saying hey, hey, hey first.
Listen.
Yeah. All right.
That was a good one, independent film hair. Your planned messiness. Shut up.
Well, let me ask you this. Clothes aside, you guys may have had a flash and flare, and you don't anymore, by the way, but you may have had something when I was coming up. But why is it uncool for blacks to be part of the white world?
Because they don't. I think white people don't have anything to fight. Black people have like a grudge. They have a fight. They have
a grudge.
Yeah, they do have a grudge. They have a bit of a grudge, right?
Not kidding.
I mean,
what's that date back
white
to?
people.
Well, this whole sellout thing is so, it's like, I'm half Colombian, half Spanish. I've had people say that I'm a sellout, that I'm a self-hating Latino, and luckily I don't care what those greasy wetbacks think, but it happens to me all the time.
Right, because you went to law school and Harvard and all these good schools, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, why does that mean it's white if he just goes to law school? That's
not us
right?
that's saying it. We're saying black people say that.
They say Brian Gumbelac's white, right?
Yes.
I mean, no, he's like a newscaster. I couldn't be a newscaster
But white
with my
people don't
accent.
say black people act white. Black people say white people act white.
Brian Gumbel's an asshole in any race.
It's not. Look, it's not the diction. See, a lot of people think because when you use diction, it's an attitude, man. It's a certain kind of posture. It's a good, when you got a good posture and when everything's delivered. Like black people I have to move, but it's funny how white people can just go and without move. See, I have to move. You see how stiff Greg? He's stiff as a board.
He's Spanish.
He's Spanish, right?
Greg's white. There's no way he's Spanish.
See, even that, he feels like
It could be a compliment to be called white.
I bet it's pesos. He's not Spanish. I give him a.
First of all, that's another stereotype. There are white people in.
Do you see how he's delivering this?
Let him finish there, will you? Look at these.
But that's the other thing. If the way black comedians talk about whites, like, oh yes, sir, they all do that. Well, if we walked around and go, yo, what's up? I'd be like, oh my God.
No, we don't.
I do, but most of them
I don't talk like that.
Shut up.
You shut up. That was intelligent. Shut up.
There you go. It comes from the heart sometimes.
So you're saying, basically what you're saying is your people are real and spontaneous from the heart?
Yes, we start from here and work our way.
Yeah, and you stop right about there.
Don't do that again, please.
You start here and you stop here.
White people start here.
Okay, ready? We can talk about this for 10 years, but let's move on. Let's move on to what, obviously, you know, black people had a nice run about 40 years where people are trying to emulate them. They're almost finished because they're actually becoming white, and you know I'm right.
Thank Christ.
So now, who's going to be the next?
So Eminem's not white anymore. He's officially now.
Who's the next race is going to make it big in this country, or ethnic group? Because a lot of people are coming over.
Here's what I think. The best, black people haven't really, we should be, white people still are trying, you still have an arrogance there.
Get your hand out of my face,
Sorry.
Sorry.
We haven't made it until finally that you decide to merge with us and give us full racial cooperation so that we can make Puerto Ricans and Arabs the people that should be oppressed like they should be.
But listen to this. He's right. White people, it's true. White people still...
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. White people do still have an arrogance. We don't have the humility that I see in the rap videos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about Eminem? Black people are now being forced to sniping to get a voice in this work. That's a white guy. Y'all thought he was white too. Shut up.
That was our happiest day when he was there. All right, I think it comes down... Are we almost done? I think it comes down to this. Being cool is about accepting yourself as a white person who talks and acts black. Coming up, we're going to talk about monogamy. You're not even sure what that is, are you? It's cheating, stupid. Sue reminds me of Shirley Manson from Gorge. Men and women, is this ever going to work? If you're really going to understand where men are at, listen to this awful story. Bill Rutkowski is a comedian that I know. He's from some broke steel town in western Pennsylvania. One day he told me he was growing up, there were like no women around or something. Him and his friends would get down to the banks of whatever, the Allegheny, and hump the mud, take their pants down. And I know the girls are like, oh, how psychotic, and guys are like, oh, the right rainfall consistency, you can see where the, you know. The reason I tell you this story is to let women know that all these magazines trying to figure us out as if we're on the same thought process. Remember, when all else fails, we'll grab onto Mother Earth herself and start humping. All right? This is what we are. And because of that, I ask you, Sue, to start off, what part of we're going to cheat on you no matter what don't you women understand?
What part of we're going to leave you, take all your money and your kids do you guys not understand?
You made that sound like a... Made it sound like a threat.
Wait a minute. Who wrote that for you?
Hey, I wrote it for myself.
Why does Sue keep looking at me like
Because you told me to shut up and I'm still mad at you.
Well, see, it's the way you say it. He just called it dumb, but it was well done, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, you can't just say shut up on this show.
And the black guy got blamed. It worked out perfect.
You know, I've cheated a lot.
Really?
But,
I'm just saying that. You guys who cheat with you guys.
I have cheated a lot, but people always use that biological thing as the excuse, like, well, men are biologically programmed to cheat, you know. But it's not. I mean, we're biologically programmed to do a lot of things. You know, we're biologically programmed to, you know, to kill people and take their food.
Well, Mexicans are biologically programmed to have 4,000 kids, so that's the nothing. Shut up!
That was good.
There you go.
You climbed all the way down from the Empire State Building.
Come on.
Why would he say that he gets along?
That's what the show's about. That's what the show is about.
Wait a minute.
What? Nick wants a moment of sanity. Wait a minute.
Is that a true story about the riverbank?
Yeah. Wait. I didn't see Bill Rutkowski. You ever meet a comedian who looks like Joe Mantegna? He used to go down to the riverbank and have sex with the mud.
Because my girlfriend rubs mud in her face before she goes to bed. I hope it's not from Pennsylvania.
Well, if you have a kid who looks like Mantegna someday.
I don't know why it's such a big deal. Girls use ballpark franks.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Yes, they clump when you cook them.
Hey, no product placement on this show.
Shut up.
That was product placement.
That one you wrote.
Jesus Christ! Say something about that one. I'm King Kong when I say something about that stuff.
Well, that wasn't aimed at me.
She said it with pride, too. Ballpark Frank.
Don't worry.
Boston Heck. Look, there's 10 women to every... Sorry, there's 10 women to every one guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We supposed to cheat. Not only do I have my 10, I have, there's dead dudes, I got their 10. Gay dudes, I got their 10. Dudes doing life and retarded dudes, they don't even know they got 10. I'm gonna take their 10. Unless he catch me, give me back my 10. And I'll just be like...
Patrice, I just want to know where Patrice is meeting all these women, because he stayed at my apartment a couple of years ago.
Where do you think he's meeting them? Weight Watchers.
On top of the Empire State Building, King Kong.
He stayed at my apartment. You shut up.
Oh, not you. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Dizzy blonde, he's black, and I'm Italian. Wake up.
Spit it out.
Everybody, shut up. Go ahead.
He stayed at my apartment. It was a 6th-floor walk-up for 2 weeks, and he never left because he couldn't make it back down the stairs.
Oh, another fat jokes?
That is really... I mean, if it's true, that's even worse.
Is it sad?
You're revealing a nice thing.
He made me go shopping for him.
He did say, oh.
Really?
Yes, you like that.
How many pounds of ribs?
You like that.
Okay.
Shut up!
Jesus, folks, you can't
Oh,
moan
you're
that.
so
You have to
racist.
laugh.
I didn't come on and be insulted for being a black
see
man.
that, folks?
Daily Show!
Oh, the racism.
Listen to me.
Bunch of whining Jews.
He's right. No, it's not. They're not, Nick, they're not just whining Jews. There's a lot of other white faces. Let's ask this question. I don't know. I can go back to these questions when people are like slurring and slandering every other thing. And I go back to some question from like the Jenny Jones show. Can men and women really be friends? No. Let's talk about cheating physically and emotionally. Because I think a lot of women, they say they cheat emotionally, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah, because they're exhausted from taking care of the guys.
Oh, another funny one. Shut up. Look, the women, who
She
cares?
needs your help on this one.
I mean, who cares?
That's when the lady's supposed to go, yeah!
Who are you sleeping with?
What?
Hold on. I want to know who she's cheating with to get on the show.
Man.
Let's let that one die. Let's let that one just sit
We
there
know
like
it's
a bad
stuff, but he's
fart.
suffering in his own little self...
Spit it out there, Star Jones. Go ahead. It's finally a reference they can understand.
You know what?
That was a good sip of timing.
The only system that worked was when women wouldn't have sex until marriage, because it made guys get married because you kept that focus, that energy that you have before you have sex with a girl. And then in the 60s, women wanted feminism and equality. Men tricked them and said, yes, you're right, you can be like us. They're like, yeah, you can have sex whenever you want, don't get married, don't worry about it. Yeah. They're like, no, we just wanted jobs, we want to keep marriage. It's too late. We tricked you, ladies, okay? So, we have to go to a commercial. If we go to a commercial, will you promise to wait for me, darling?